Ever thought marriage could be as scary as spiders, heights, or even clowns? Well, buckle up because we're diving into the world of gamophobia. Now, you might be wondering, what in the world is that? Simply put, it's the fear of marriage or commitment. Yes, you heard it right. It's as real as your fear of that creepy, crawly spider lurking in the corner of your room, or that dizzying height that makes your stomach churn. Just like how some of us would rather jump off a cliff than confront a clown, there are people who would prefer to swim with sharks than say, I do. And it's not just us ordinary folk. Even famous personalities like Leonardo DiCaprio and Oprah Winfrey have reportedly grappled with gamophobia. So, next time you run away from a wedding invitation like it's a haunted house, remember, you might just be a gamophobe. Ever seen those movies where the bride or groom bolts from the altar? Well, Hollywood drama aside, that could be gamophobia in action. Now, we aren't talking about the common cold feet before the big day. We're talking about a full-blown panic attack. Picture this. There's a bride. Let's call her Jane. Jane has been dreaming about her wedding since she was a little girl. But as the big day approaches, she starts breaking out in cold sweats, has trouble sleeping, and can't stop shaking. Sounds like a classic case of pre-wedding jitters, right? Wrong. Jane is actually showing classic symptoms of gamophobia. And Jane isn't alone. There's John, who faints at the mere mention of the word commitment. Or Jenny, who can't even walk past a bridal shop without experiencing heart palpitations. These are real people, folks, with a very real fear. But let's have a bit of fun with it, shall we? Imagine being so scared of marriage you start seeing wedding dresses in your nightmares, or being unable to eat cake because it reminds you of a wedding cake. Or what about breaking out in hives every time you hear the wedding march? It sounds absurd, but for some, it's a harsh reality. Gamophobia can manifest in many ways, and it's not always as dramatic as running away from the altar. It might be as subtle as avoiding serious relationships, or as debilitating as experiencing severe panic attacks. It's a bit like being terrified of spiders, but instead of spiders, it's wedding veils and diamond rings causing all the terror. Of course, we're having a laugh about it, but let's not forget that gamophobia is a serious condition that can cause significant distress. It's more than just a dislike for weddings or a fear of commitment. It's a phobia that can affect a person's emotional well-being and interpersonal relationships. So, if your palms get sweaty at the mere mention of diamond rings or wedding bells, you might not just be nervous, you might be a full-blown gamophobe. Now, you might be thinking, I've got gamophobia, what do I do now? Can I ever RSVP yes to a wedding invite? Well, fear not, or rather fear less, we've got some insights. Let's dive into the world of solutions. Therapy is a great place to start. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for instance, can help you rewire your brain's response to the thought of marriage. It's like turning a horror movie into a romantic comedy in your mind. Next up, we have meditation. It's not just for hippies and yogis, folks. It's a powerful tool that promotes relaxation and clarity of mind. Picture this. Instead of running for the hills at the mention of the M word, you're calmly sipping your green tea and saying, "Tell me more." Now, I know what you're thinking. These treatments sound less fun than a bachelorette party or a bachelor's night out. But hey, they're a crucial step towards overcoming the fear. And who knows, you might even start to look forward to cake tastings and bouquet tosses. So there you have it, folks. With a little bit of help and a whole lot of courage, you can conquer your fear of marriage. Or at least, you'll stop freaking out every time someone mentions the M word.